President Biden facing backlash over his failed promise to evacuate U.S.-sponsored journalists from Afghanistan. Hundreds of reporters and their families remain stranded there, where they face threats of violence from the Taliban on a daily basis. My next guest was fortunate enough to evacuate Kabul just last month. Ayesha Tanzim is a journalist with Voice of America and joins us now. Ayesha, welcome. You barely were able to get out. It's been about 2 weeks since you fled. What has life been like for you since then?
Well, I'm safe, but I'm in touch with the journalists who are still in Kabul and in parts of Afghanistan. And many of them are in hiding. Many of them are hiding in the houses of relatives. Some of them are hiding in their own houses. They're afraid of going out, especially the ones who did television. Because their faces are recognizable. Women can wear a burqa and cover their face, but for men it's more difficult. So they're now trying to grow beards and trying to make changes to their appearances whenever they can. But yes, I'm in touch with almost all of them daily, and they would like to get out soon.
And they were told they would be aided in getting out. The last American troop has left the ground there. Do they fear they will be able to evacuate at all?
I mean, they are concerned. They're seriously concerned, I should say, and they don't want to be left behind. What I know from talking to multiple embassies and multiple media organizations working in the region is that North American and European organizations who still have people on the ground are still trying to find ways to get them out. They're still looking at multiple options, including waiting for the airport at Kabul to reopen, the Hamid Karzai airport, or other land routes, and they're just looking for whatever way they can to get these people out. But yes, these people tell me almost daily that they would like to get out as soon as possible. And I receive messages from them every morning asking for, updates or, when they'll get out.
Quoting a VOA journalist in Kabul, if journalists leave a scene, it becomes a black hole. As more and more journalists have been able to fled like yourself, what is the future of journalism under Taliban rule? What does it mean for telling the stories of these Afghans who are left behind in that country and face this fear?
I mean, if all journalists leave Afghanistan, of course it'll be a news black hole. I mean, even if local media is reporting in Dari or Pashto, few international media will pick it up. But for now, and again, it's a wait-and-see situation. For now, international media is in Kabul. We have BBC teams reporting live from there. We have other media, several freelancers, Western freelancers, including Americans, are working in Kabul. The problem is the other provinces and the other cities, which don't have so much international media or even local media. I mean, I know that as Taliban advanced around the country, even local media journalists evacuated to Kabul. So those parts are more of concern to me right now because Kabul is still under an international spotlight, but we know less about what's happening in other cities, especially the smaller cities.
But when it comes to the American-funded news organization and those journalists left behind, what do they think about this administration and the promise to get them out of there safely, not just them, but their families as well, and seeing that that did not happen before this deadline, and it certainly didn't happen before the last U.S. troops left the ground?
Well, they were hoping that it would happen before the troops left the ground, and they're still hoping that they'll be helped. I talk to them almost daily. They're still asking for help. They're still looking for help. They're saying, we want to get out. So right now, they're just still in that mode where just looking for help. And,
Are they in touch with the administration? Are they in touch with the administration, and can they reach them?
I don't know, and if any of them is in touch directly with the administration. I know a lot of the journalists a lot of the media organizations are in touch with the administration, and so the journalists just want to know when they'll get out. A lot of them have been told that they'll be helped, and they just want to make sure they're not forgotten. They just want to make sure that the world doesn't move on and forget about them.
Absolutely. Ayesha Tanzim, thank you for joining us, and keep us posted as more of those journalists try to get out. Thank you.